All right, welcome to Power BI. Power BI is a program created by Microsoft to do data analytics, which involves visualization, creating tables, creating summaries, grouping your data into different categories based on the different variables you have, and then creating summaries out of them, creating dashboards. So it's a very useful tool. It's quite popular, and because it's Microsoft, right, you can definitely integrate it easily with other data-related platforms with Microsoft, like Microsoft SQL Server, Azure, and whatnot. So we are going to try to learn this program together. Now, when you first open it, this is what you will see. Now, also, we are going to use Power BI Desktop. If you are using a Microsoft Windows computer, if you go to your Microsoft Store and just search for Power BI, okay, so this will come up and then you can click here, install it. That's how I did it right now on my computer. And that's how I'm able to use it now. So that's it. It's free to use, which is great. It's quite capable, by the way. So it's very good. It's nothing like a statistical program. It's not like SPSS, which you might have used, or Minitab. It's quite different. It's definitely not Microsoft Excel. This is quite different on its own way. Okay, the main purpose is data analytics. If you're using Mac, by the way, this obviously is not available to you. Just go online, open a web page, and search for Power BI Desktop, download or install, and then you should figure out how to do it from there. And also, when you just search for Power BI, you might just end up with the online version, which is called Power BI app or something, which is a bit different than what we're going to use. Power BI Desktop is more capable. It's different a bit, and you need to install this on your computer. So that's what we're going to use. So please make sure of that. Okay. All right. So um, on this page, you'll click blank report. Something like this should come up. There might be some extra pop-ups which you can close, but this is what we need to see. Now let's get the data and then let's begin our process here. So get data. Let me do that again. So there's the get data button. There is like two sides of this. There's the upper side. There's the down side. You see that? The down area, which is if you click that, it opens up maybe a few popular tools like Excel Workbook Text CSV to quickly download. But what we are going to do is click the one that's on the upper side of this two-sided button. And then here you can see there's lots and lots of different data types you can get into our system, including, of course, the old famous Excel workbook, text CSV file, which is super popular as data sources, XML file type, JSON, there is Parquet, there is different SQL databases like SQL Server, there's Oracle, there's IBM, there's PostgreSQL, there's MySQL. There's a lot more other sources. There's different things that you can connect to from Microsoft Azure. As I said, Azure is also a Microsoft platform. And if you scroll down, you will see there's a lot of different possibilities here. Okay. Yeah, so there is a lot of different options. Okay, the one we're going to use is text CSV. Connect, find your data source where it is located. And we will have this. So this is a preview of your data set. This is a furniture sales data. It's a synthetic data that I created. So there's order ID, order date, customer ID, region, the representative, item, unit price, and quantity. And this is just a preview. You should basically check here whether the columns and the numbers there, the values there underneath makes sense. Um, you see here delimiter, so CSV files that come separated value. That's what CSV stands for. Basically, each of these values have a comma in between. If I change it, let's say this was not correct, and I'm going to try maybe different separations here between between the values in a data point. Let's say I go with semicolon. Now this is wrong because my data, as you can see there, you see those commas there. Basically, that signifies that each value is separated by a comma in the data, and each row is a data point, right? So right now everything just became one column, as you can see. And the top row here is actually the column name. So this is wrong. Comma was the correct one. So each of them is now a separate column. We are not going to click right away load. I will click transform data because I want to make sure that the data types are correct here for each of the variables. See order ID, there's the ABC value next to it, so that if you click on that, it will open up. So that basically signifies that this is a text column which is correct. If this was not correct, you can click on this and then change it. There's the number types, there's the date types, there's text, there's a binary type. Basically, if your value is 0, 1, or basically two value thing, that's binary, 0, 1 in most cases. True, false, again, if there's a true, false scenario here. This is the date, as you can see, and it correctly picked up that this is a date. If this was date and time together, then you can either it will find out that it's date time or you will select date time over here. Customer ID, region, these are all text types. 1.2 means it's a decimal point value or a floating value, floating point value. And 123 means it's an integer. As you can see, these are discrete integer values, and that's what you see here. Okay, so we are good. If I were to make any changes, it would be listed here on this side. And on the top, you can see there is some more things we can do, like transforming the data and different things. For now, we don't need any of these. We'll just, we just want, the most important thing here is to make sure that the column type is correctly identified, because that will really have a very big impact on our analytics. So the column type is very important. All right. And for me right now, everything seems good. Once you're satisfied, you can click on this one. And this will basically close that transform page in front of you, the transform window, and load the data in to your environment. So the data is now available, as you can see it on the right side under data. Right, if you click on this arrow, this will open up. You can see the different columns there. You can also see your data under this table view. Okay, by default, this is the top one is the report view. This is the table view. That's where we see the data. There's a few more views here, and this will become maybe useful in the future, but for now we don't need them. So the table report view is where we will create the visualizations right here. And this is the table view. We can see the data. Okay, so that's it for now. In the next video, we'll continue with our analysis.